Today we see simplification of CFG. There are many languages that can be represented by context-free grammar. All the grammars are not always optimized. That means the grammar may consist of some extra symbol, that is non-terminal. Having that extra symbol unnecessarily increase the length of grammar. Therefore, we have to simplify that grammar. Simplification means reduction of grammar by removing useless symbol. There are some properties of reduced grammar. First property is that each variable, that is non-terminal, and each terminal of G means grammar, appears in the derivation of some word in L. Second property is that there should not be any production like X tends to Y, where X and Y are non-terminal. Non-terminals are always in capital form. Third property is that if epsilon is not in the language L, then there need not to be the production X tends to epsilon. Now we see the definition of useless symbol. A symbol can be useless if it does not appear or does not take part in the derivation of any string. That symbol is known as useless symbol. Let us see example. Removal of useless symbol. Here are some productions are given. S is the start symbol and the production is A, B. In this production, terminals are small a and B, and other rest of are non-terminals, or it is also called as a variable. Note that variables are always in capital letters and terminals are always in small case letters. In the given production, B tends to C cannot derive any terminal string, so it is removed. B is also capital, C is also capital. Therefore, it cannot form any terminal string. That's why we have to remove this production. B tends to C is useless. So the remaining productions are S tends to AB, A tends to A, B tends to B, E tends to C. B tends to C is removed and it is also called as a useless. We start a production from S. S tends to AB. Here S having production AB. Now replace the production A. Production A tends to small a. Small a means terminal string. B should be replaced by small b. Here A and B are terminal string. But there is no place for E, and E cannot derive any terminal string. Therefore, E is also useless and it is also removed. Therefore, the final remaining productions are S tends to AB, A tends to small a, B tends to B. Now the second example is also there. Productions are S, B, A, C. S having production A, B, C, A. B having production B, C, A, B. A having production small a, that is terminal. C having production small a, B and small b. Check the productions properly. Here symbol B is useless because by using production of B we cannot derive any terminal string. Check this example. S tends to AB. If we replace this B by the productions of B, BC or AB. Let us see one example. S tends to AB or C. If we replace B by production BC, then S tends to A is here. B should be replaced by BC. Okay. Now again B can be replaced by the production BC. We always get the variables and not any terminal string. Therefore, B is useless and we cannot derive any terminal string. So, B is eliminated and the final reduced grammar is S tends to CA, A tends to small a, C tends to B. How it is possible? Let us check. After removing of B from all the productions, remove all production where B is attached to any of the variables. Here S tends to AB, B is attached, that's why it is removed, and the remaining production is S tends to CA. B tends to BC, AB, B is useless, all these productions are removed. A tends to A. By using A, we get some terminal string. That's why it is useful. Next, C tends to AB and B. Here, B, it is useless and it is attached to the terminal string A. That's why it is also removed. Therefore, remaining production of C is C tends to B. The remaining productions are S tends to CA, A tends to A, C tends to B.